let's talk about a big story. Riot Games was hacked. Pretty, I mean, and not just like a little bit. Like they didn't just get like email addresses. Um, so let me start off by reading the part of the hackers um, letter. So they sent a email to Riot Games. Says, "Dear Riot Games, we have obtained your valuable data, including the precious anti-cheat source code and the entire game code for League of Legends and its tools, as well as Pac-Man, your user mode anti-cheat. We understand the significance of these artifacts and the impact their release to the public would have on your major titles, Valorant and League of Legends. In light of this, we are making a small request for an exchange of $10 million. dollars. I love that they call that a small request. You know, just a little request. Give us $10 million. dollars.
If you're Riot Games, that's not that. That's a drop in the bucket.
It's true.
But
I mean, I guess like they have to weigh how. I mean, obviously they're not gonna. No one ever pays these hackers. Like that's first. I've never heard of anybody paying these hackers.
Yeah, for the same exact reasons, the famous line, we do not negotiate with terrorists, because you would only tell the future terrorists or the future hackers, whichever the case, that you're willing to pay, and they just found a new source of income.
Exactly. So, but some other pieces. So they sent evidence as two large PDFs that show bits of the source code and the files that they were able to get. And they said that if they're paid, they promise to scrub the code from their servers and provide insight into how the breach occurred and offer advice on preventing future breaches. So they then sent a link to a Telegram chat, and so you could go and speak to them regarding it. So it's been pretty interesting. So they also said, we do not wish to harm your reputation or cause public disturbance. Our sole motivation is financial gain. Failure to do so will result in the hack being made public and the extent of the breach being known to more individuals. So after this happened, when Riot did announce it, they said, they told a little bit of what happened, basically just telling us that they didn't get any user data or anything like that, or at least that they haven't said that they did. So, that's hopefully nothing that we need to worry about as far as our user data getting out there. But, I mean, this is a big deal for Riot, because right now they said you got 12 hours or we're going to auction it off. And 12 hours passed, and I did read that someone found it on an auction site. So they were selling the League of Legends source code and Pac-Man for a minimum of $1 million. But they would be willing to sell Pac-Man by itself for $500,000.
Yeah. Now, if that gets into the wrong hands, which it's not going to go into the right hands, so it's an auction, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That means that somebody could reverse engineer the game or reverse engineer the cheat client to make new cheats, to make potentially very, very dangerous things happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's the biggest thing that they have to worry about now is people creating these cheats that will harm the playability of their major titles, Valorant, League of Legends, even as far as So it's crazy. It's pretty crazy that this happened. It's crazy what they're doing with it. Yeah. I thought it was funny that they also said in the letter, it says, we also want to remind you that it would be a shame to see your company publicly exposed, especially when you take great pride in your security measures. It is alarming to know that you can be hacked within a matter of hours by an amateur level hack. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same story we keep covering, and we're going to cover it again and again. Just, a new victim, a new hacker each time.
Yeah. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully they get caught and then get offered, a job with the United States government. It's how those things usually play out, right? According to the movies they do anyways. I don't know if that's a real thing. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Riot Games with this leak, with this hack. And, You know, you got $1 million. Should we go buy it?
Well, we can try to crowdfund it.
Ooh, that's
Buy
a good
League of
idea.
Legends.
Yeah. That's a great idea. I don't know what we would do with it after that point, but it'll be pretty cool to just put in our like Twitter bio. We
Yeah.
own this League of Legends thing.